Well, if you're in the market for a new building, the city of Dayton may have the perfect property for you. It's selling off buildings to offset budget cuts. Jordan Burgess is live with what's going on in the market.
Well, you've heard of a fire sale. This is more like a red ink sale because officials here in the city of Dayton are selling the properties because of recent state and federal budget cuts. And while you still can't buy City Hall, a lot of other things are up for grabs.
Wanted, motivated seller seeks buyer for 14 properties. The previous owner can't afford them anymore. Great locations available, some wear and tear. Inquiries can be made at Dayton City Hall.
This is just one of the steps that we're taking because we're a shrinking organization.
That's why the Dayton City Commission made a move Wednesday towards selling off 14 city buildings. The commissioners heard the first reading of an ordinance which would declare the buildings as not needed for public use and put them on the real estate fast track.
Particularly, there's some long processes. I think they're taking too long, and I want to have the flexibility when we have a customer to be able to say, okay, let's work out an arrangement and let's make the sale.
A few of the buildings are still being used, like the Baumberger Teen Center, although that's set to close because the federal government recently cut the funding to it. Others, like the Burkhart Community Center, have been vacant for a few years. But residents are still sad to see it go.
I just can't understand why did they close it, because it was a nice place to go when the kids in the neighborhood did not have nowhere else to go.
But city manager Tim Reardon says the money just isn't there with the roughly $15 million in recent state and federal budget cuts.
Just a matter of when we get squeezed, there are results, and these are unfortunately some of the results.
And perhaps some interested buyer will restore some of the buildings to their former glory.
I think that maybe that it should be open because the kids around in the neighborhood do not have nothing to do, and it is a nice center.
And the city manager tells me he's not sure how much money the sale of the buildings will raise because this isn't exactly the greatest real estate market, but he hopes to be able to put whatever they get into things like street repairs. Reporting live, Jordan Burgess, 2 News on your side.
And new